Hello again. It's been a while. So I've been kind of hopping, bopping around on the root blade here, just left, right, up, and down. When you see something that needs to go somewhere, have at it. I have been adding. I added about another 100 feet of wire. Basically, like if I have a 10 count root and I'm going to split it, I'm going to make it a 12. So I'm just going to add in, one strand going each way on the split. So I've done a lot of that. I would say not every single 10, but most 10s turned into 12s. A lot of 8s turned into 10s, and so on down the line. Not every single one, but wherever I thought I might need to fill some space eventually, just add in some more wire. And I've got all the roots pretty much, where they're in their finished place, out past the new plate that I added last time. And that's what it looks like from above. I'm trying to do that crazy pattern, but not pattern thing. I'm trying to fill space evenly, so to speak, but not have any discernible pattern visible, because roots in nature kind of do that. And although that looks excessive in there, like you might be thinking trees don't really grow like that. Well, they don't really grow like that in respect to where it would have that space filled so evenly so far around the tree. Usually in a lot of trees, there'll be like a space where they don't have roots because there's a big rock there, or the ground's just bad, or what have you. But roots kind of do look like this, because the reason I know this is I used to run irrigation crews, and on really expensive properties, a lot of times they'll have really old trees, and they'll have these huge root systems, and you can't pull through a root system on a tree with a vibrating blade. The roots are literally too tough. Well, you could, but it'd take a really long time and it would hurt the tree. So what you end up doing is you end up digging in pipe through the root system by hand. And I had to do that a few times. And it's really weird. The trees will put out a lot of skinny roots on top of the big, thick, older roots. And I think, there's a couple of reasons for that, but I won't go into that unless somebody really wants me to. But we'll take the elevator down a little bit and show you how I got to this point somewhat. It's really hard for me to film when I'm working on the roots like this, because my face is all right up in there, really, really tight. So it's hard to film me actually working on them, as you guys have seen. Let me get down a little further to the explanation zone. Yeah, maybe turn this a little bit. Let's see. There, that's probably the best view we're going to get. And we're going to zoom in. Okay, you can kind of see what I'm doing in there. Basically, all those roots that I added in that you see on the very top when looking down from the top view, most of those roots at the very top are actually the last ones that were added in on that ring that I added many, many videos ago. But I've just been exhausting those, tangling them up. And then when I need to fill in with the extra space, I'm taking roots from below and weaving them up into it. And then you can probably see, there's some roots that that one actually is getting weaved up. But if you look way back there, or let me see if I can find a spot. I know there's one somewhere. Yeah, well, there's a good example. Some of the roots from the top actually get woven down and around the bottom roots to bring them up and make sure that they can't, you know, move down. There's something blocking them from moving down. And then basically I'm just gonna keep doing this. A lot of times when I do a split, like where's a good one? You know, if I'm working on a 4 here, like this 4, if I think I'm gonna need an extra twisted pair up here somewhere, when I split that 4, I'm gonna add in a strand, so I just have one of the original strands going off sideways and 3 going the other way, and then I'd add in a strand, so I got 4 and 2. And on a lot of these 4s, I might end up doing that. It depends on how far I want to take these roots out. I mean, they're long enough where I could take them out quite a ways, but odds are, I'm guessing, I'll probably only use half of what's sticking out maybe on, so that they're not going to be super long. But I like to keep the roots, I don't like to trim roots shorter until I'm absolutely sure how long I'm going to take them out, because I don't really know exactly. I have a pretty good idea how far they're going to go, but you know, all of a sudden I might decide, oh no, I'm going out another inch. So I don't like to cut things too short. So I'll just take one more look back up. Let's see if we can get in here and get you a real good shot of the pattern, but not pattern going on. By the way, this root plate, if you weave it right, it almost turns into a piece of sheet metal. It's got, you know, the same kind of physical characteristics as if it was, you know, a 1/4 inch plate of aluminum sheet metal. It gets really tough. So once again, back to, you know, things from before. That's why it's so important to get your level, because if you have your level off and you think you're going to bend this root plate to fix your level, once you finish the whole tree, well, good luck with that, because it's pretty impossible task. It gets really tough. Hope everybody's having fun, and of course I'll shoot some video maybe once I catch an edge, once I find my edge that's all as far as I'm going to go out. Like, I'll keep working on the roots, going farther and farther out, and then I'll get, okay, this is where I'm going to stop. Once I get a stop point, and then once I do get a stop point somewhere, I'm not sure where that'll be yet, but once I do run all the way out, and it's like, okay, I'm going to cut that root, then I basically, from that point, say it's this root right here, then I end up saying that's the end of it, and then I start working that way. You know, I just spread out, and I don't hop and bop all around so much. I kind of keep an even pace and go around the tree. But you'll see that. I'll shoot some more video. Might be a while, though. A lot of decisions to and wire to twist yet.